Can I ask, since you're a feminist?
I study it, yeah, sure.
Why are you so hesitant to just accept the
I don't
label?
know, to accept what, feminism?
Yeah, like aren't you studying feminist?
I am, but I go back and forth on things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we lost the election.
Are you a misandrist or?
No.
Okay.
I just have higher expectations of people in general.
Oh.
Men and women.
Have I?
No, I mean,
met
I
your
just,
expectations, or?
I think, yes, I'm a feminist, and the
Own
fact
it.
that it's,
Own that
and the
shit.
fact that
Say it
it's,
with your chest.
and the fact that women at this point don't want to be feminists means it's a dirty word, so that's not a great thing, but you know.
I feel like feminists are so judgmental, and women are at fault. And I feel like feminists have a hard time.
Yes, we're responsible for everything.
Not everything.
You're both
but,
wrong.
It's ridiculous that you guys
Women
are
are,
the only people in the wrong. You guys have no ownership
You guys.
on anything.
I got to spoil it, you guys.
wait, on
You're
what?
with us.
What am I having ownership on?
No, like feminists refuse to have ownership on anything. It's always the guy's fault. It's always
Oh,
their
you're
fault.
saying
It's-
taking accountability.
Yeah, there's no accountability.
Well, that I disagree with. I also don't think
Right.
that women should not take responsibility for what they do. That's not part of what I think.
but you already showed it when those were.
I was just
those-
interpreting as sex
those-
dolls being behind us.
Yeah, but that wasn't okay. But if they were guys, it'd be fine. Like that right there is.
No, it wouldn't be fine
wrong
either,
with
but they're not
feminism?
guys.
But
though,
that's
are
what you
they?
said. You literally
But you
did say it
did
would be
say,
fine.
yeah.
Oh,
It would be as a joke because a male sex doll is a joke. A female sex doll is a reality.
But what's the difference?
Males do
Because
sex
men, for other men, generally.
I would
work. It
say
doesn't matter. Like they're still doing it.
Well, men are the main
But
clients.
it's funny to make fun of guys or to objectify men, but when it comes to women, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
well, I would say
Like
that's why.
that's what feminism is, and that's crazy.
No one's
Isn't it one
objectifying
equality?
men.
Once
But
you want
if
equality,
it was men, it would be.
But
What
they're-
did you say?
But,
it
they're-
would be
but if it
humorous?
was, that's a hypothetical, you know.
But it was humorous if it was men, right?
Because yes, the reason it would be funny is because when men are naked, it's a joke. It's not,
Why?
because that's the way everything's organized.
Well, that's
the
how
way
society is, because women make it out. It's so funny when men are objectified, but God forbid it's women.
I would say it's just because there's like a discrepancy. Like I feel like most people don't feel like there's a gender discrepancy. Like
By the way, I
unequal-
agree with you on most of what you were saying. I don't think you should have been judged on anything you've done in your life so far. Everyone should give each other grace on how they've lived their life. And the fact that Andrew or whoever, I don't know who that was judging you on doing what you did. What is it? What am I supposed to call it? Sex work?
Sex work.
Sex work. Okay. The fact that he judged you for it, I think that's a chauvinist position. So I agree with you there. I'm not against you.
No, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm not against you either, but I am against your.
I'm just pointing out that you can be critical of things sometimes. It's okay. You know, not everything is right. Not everything is great, right? Life isn't perfect. So you can criticize some aspects of life.
So if you're a feminist, right?
Yeah.
What are you fighting for?
Well, I'm just pointing things out that irk me sometimes.
Okay.
so just being irked.
Like,
I'm not, I mean, what am I fighting for?
We should define feminism.
I just don't like when women are disrespected by men. That's all. That's not a
Women
big thing.
disrespect men all the time.
I think
In
women
public,
are.
I don't like when people
women are
disrespect
worse.
people.
Anywhere,
Sure.
a woman is more
Sure.
likely to get away with hitting a man than a woman would.
Everyone does everything. I'm not saying women are perfect angels and
I think
men are
women are
bad.
worse.
I'm
Yeah, they
saying
are.
that there's a. Sorry?
I would consider that one of the pitfalls of feminism is that it's like it deviates you from the left because it's not equal opportunity. You're like literally treating people differently based on their sex.
right.
All I was trying to point out with him was that he's trying to present women in a certain way that's not nice. That's all.
I just think women present themselves the way they want to be presented, whether in public or
Okay.
indoors.
That's fine.
It is
But
kind of
he
the
was
shtick.
doing it. We're not doing it. He was doing it.
But it's the shtick to be like kind of inflammatory, engage in these conversations, like bring in differing viewpoints, you know? So I'm like, as long as you're like prepared for
I thought it was a hee hee ha ha.
I just think feelings and interpretations aren't good enough. Like, you need something in reality to be
To-
like, this is the issue.
I think in this country, more or less, men and women have equality. I don't think there's anything, but in other places, you can certainly fight for things. But here, mostly, it's fine. I'm not really saying there's issues major issues legally or
Yeah.
in any other way in this country. But this is just one country. There's other places.
I guess I'd be curious, like, what do you think that this podcast does to show women in a bad light? Like, do you think just because he brings, like, different people?
That women, he's trying to show women that we're not as intelligent as men.
But how
we
does
are
he do
not
that?
as,
I understand how he, like, what you
equating us with plastic.
Okay, so we're back to the sex dolls. Is there any other? Yeah, you guys.
Oh, sorry. No, actually, something that I'm realizing that I kind of posed to the show, it's actually not the show, right? It's women themselves who are giving themselves a bad name, right? That's what I see more often than
Well, women
not.
can blame themselves. We're good at blaming ourselves. I'm
I'm
saying.
talking about our behavior when we talk about,
better at blaming
our,
others.
or just some of our thought processes are just out the window and kind of delusional, right? So I don't think it's actually the show. It's us, as ourselves who are making it seem that way.
What makes
I
them
don't know.
a man
Why
and
are we? I have a question. He's wearing sneakers, right? Why are we not wearing our shoes?
It's his place.
Sexism is alive and well.
No, I don't know. I wanted to keep my shoes on.
It's his place.
All right, sure,
It's a respect
fine,
thing.
fine.
It's kind of common for people to ask you to take off your shoes.
No, I understand in someone's house, but this is what is this? This is a studio, right?
The S on his computer's for
literally his
sexist.
Yeah, it's a studio, but it's
No,
still
I know.
Brian's
It's fine.
space.
It's hard to wash the carpets, that's why.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I thought that was my second guess.
But
That was
you
my
have to
second guess.
explain it.
It's in the notes.
He's one person.
Live and let live, right? But he was pressing each of us for our entire sexual and relationship history, and he wouldn't say what his was.
It's the point of the show.
He's the host.
No, I get it. That's what I'm saying. It's the point of the show. That's what I'm exactly.
He
What
didn't
that's
ask
what I'm
for your
saying.
sexual history.
Yeah.
He was asking how many kids do you have
He didn't ask
with.
how many kids we
I guess
had.
what else besides the sex
No,
dolls
he didn't.
are like the dog
He
whistles?
literally asked. women
I
how many
offered that I was alone.
One at a time, please.
Yeah.
This is dating talk. We're talking about dating. That's
So why
he-
doesn't he participate?
he doesn't have to?
I agree he doesn't have to, but there's a reason he doesn't.
I think we all come onto the show like knowing what to expect. He is the host, so it's like he does want to hear from us versus like if he wanted a podcast where he just sits there and talks, he would do that. He wouldn't have
But
other
he's
people
mostly
on.
taught, like now we're talking, but
He does-
beforehand he was telling people to be quiet. He's talking. It's fine.
He's the host.
Exactly. He runs it the way he can run it. And I'm not criticizing that.
Imagine if he answered his own
I
questions
was
every
just
show.
pointing out that if everyone's
being
perfectly
interviewed.
happy with how they're treated through their life, then that's up to them. I have my own point of view,
What do you mean?
So do you think you have like a disqualification because you're a woman? Like, do you think you have a disadvantage because you're a woman?
No, I don't think I have a disadvantage. I think when I talk, I have less validity. When he talks, he has more validity.
He's the host.
yeah, in his studio. This is like a very specific example.
I don't know. Okay, what
It's like
about outside of this example, right?
mean
In
in
another
real life?
context, in real
Besides-
life, yes.
Yeah,
In
like-
real life, when men speak, they have authority generally.
It depends
When
on
women
the-
speak, they have less. They're questioned, et cetera, et cetera.
I think
There's
that's
women in government. There's
There
women in
are.
government
I'm
right
back.
now.
Why do you think
Yeah,
that is?
and they're judged on the basis of the way they dress and how they, behave.
still
I think we all joined your
politicians.
rights organization.
There's still women
And
in
if men would have sex with them or not. Men who are in politics aren't generally judged by
There's women
that.
in the police
it
force.
sounds like a confidence issue because when I speak in public, I don't think that. I don't feel that way.
I know. I feel like we're gendering a lot of things for no reason. Personally,
I'd be judging
Wait, so
everyone.
why?
Men gender things as well. It's a two-way street.
we should just.
think
Yeah,
it's
I feel like
feminism
it's just
that
a
does it.
people thing. We're like picking. Yeah, obviously, shitty, inconsistent people suck anywhere. You're like. I feel like we're generalizing.
I'm not saying the ill of all of the world is men. I'm just saying placing all of the blame on women as the root source of why late capitalism is failing isn't necessarily correct.
I think being a feminist in the United
I think
States
there's
is crazy.
I think there's a goal of saying that women are the cause, the source of everything that's wrong with current society.
Don't you think
I
because they
said that,
complain
And
too
I
much?
disagree with that.
I didn't go to
that.
college.
Saying that.
Can
So
someone
did
explain
you,
to me?
just a question.
Did
Did
they
you-
complain too much?
when Brian, you said that?
that
We're responsible
that women
for
are
the way
making-
the courts are ruling against men. We're responsible for this. We're
Are we
responsible
not?
for that.
And-
Wait,
Sure, if you want to
do have
if you want to be
advantages.
blamed,
There's nuance.
if you want to be blamed for
Like, why are
everything,
we-
that's up
what
to
are the
you.
other-
Women do have advantages
so-
when it comes to courts and stuff.
100%.
Sure,
Yes,
because because we have the
100%.
children, right?
This is most likely
Dads
they're gonna
raise
give
better
the
children than
child to
women
the
do.
mom, not the dad.
One way or the other.
Guys, one at a time, please. Go ahead.
Listen, if you want to be self-sacrificing, that's your decision. I'm not saying you can't do that. I just have a different point
I don't
of
feel like
view.
I'm sacrificing anything.
I don't blame
I
women.
think to be a feminist in the United States is absolutely crazy. Go to another country and try to use your voice. Okay.
Well,
Other countries, I understand it. But like here, you have so many advantages.
I'm
You
not.
have-
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm talking.
Okay, yeah.
You have every advantage a man has. You go to school, you can work the same jobs, you can do everything a man can do.
And I can have an opinion, right?
I understand that, but your
I don't
opinion's wild.
go wear pussy hats. I don't go to demonstrations. I just have an opinion, right? I'm a human being with an opinion. I don't
I'm confused on your opinion.
I explained what it is. I think
you
women
contradicted
deserve
yourself
more
multiple
respect
times.
as we're half of the population.
And what about the men?
How do we get to capitalism
men are the
failing?
ones who are doing much of the disrespect.
Well, I mean, I'd like to counter that a little bit. So when it comes to, and this is a dating podcast, so I'll kind of try to
Yeah.
relate it a little bit to that.
Yeah.
When it comes to slut shaming, they actually did an analysis of sort of derogatory words related to slut shaming. And they looked at Twitter, for example, and they found most slut shaming was done by other women.
They looked at who owned the account.
Yeah.
Women are
They know
so
the
much
gender of who
meaner
owns
than
the
men.
account.
I don't know the exact methodology of how they did it, but there was some sort of
Because generally
study.
people have anonymous Twitter accounts.
Well, hold on. Would you question it if there was a finding with a study that said men are more likely to do X bad thing?
Sure.
Would you question
Well,
the methodology
women
then?
participate in the structure of things, right? Women were part of the world, so we behave in the ways that we're taught to behave. So yeah, women do the same that men do. Women slut shame other women. I'm not saying we
Right,
don't
but
do that.
I'm
Yeah.
responding to your claim about how it's
Yeah.
the men who are doing the.
No. I'm trying to say that there is an agenda here, right? Or there
Wait.
not one.
What do you mean?
Well, what is
Agenda
the
here
what
in the
is the
whatever
what
podcast?
is the motive? What is the goal of the show?
What's the goal of the show?
Yeah, other than to talk about how she's a sovereign citizen for 30 minutes for some reason.
So yeah, I mean the goal of the show, I would say one, it's to have interesting and compelling conversations, talk about dating.
So that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, get get input from.
But is
people
there
who come on the
not?
show?
Do you not have a point of view though?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so what is it?
What do you mean? What's?
Who do you think is responsible for everyone being dissatisfied with dating? It's women, right?
No, I would say both men and women.
Oh, okay. Well, if
contribute to
that's
this.
if that's
But
your point of view, then I agree with you.
I'll be charitable and say that, to be clear, I think both men and women have issues as it relates to dating.
Yeah.
Both men and women contribute to this problem.
Yeah.
I will be charitable and say that probably most of my criticism is pointed more towards women than it is towards men.
Okay.
So do you want to go off that?
Well, is it easier to blame women? I don't get it. Why is it more our fault? Why is it not we're equally responsible?
I didn't say that. It's not my claim.
You just
I
said
think-
that
I
women
think
are more to
both-
blame.
No, I said my criticism
Okay.
is more directed towards women. Doesn't necessarily
Well,
mean.
that makes sense. You're a man, so you lean towards that. That actually makes sense. You're a man, you lean towards blaming women. We're women, we blame.
No. I'm not going to let you smuggle in something that I didn't say. So I didn't say that. It could be the case, like for example, you would agree that it could be the case that actually men are more responsible, but my criticisms are still more directed towards women. Like that you would agree that, I'm not saying that that's my position, but you would agree that that could be the case.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm not
with you.
actually making the claim that women are more to blame.
So you don't believe that? So
That's not the claim I'm making currently.
So what is the claim you're making?
I'm not even in the process
There is
of
no.
making
There
a
is
claim.
no claim. Okay, then there's no. Claim.
Well, why don't you
There's no argument.
ask me a question and I can specify?
About dating? Who is responsible for dating being dissatisfactory for everybody? Men or women?
Both collectively.
Okay, then we're in agreement.
And perhaps there are certain things that women do where there's more representation in certain behaviors that women do
Okay.
versus men.
Well, then it's a- you
I'd
know.
say it's both. Like I think simps are terrible for dating.
It's
like
the-
men who are simps,
yeah.
fucking terrible for dating.
So it's the never-ending war between the sexes, right?
Consumers of adult content,
Yeah.
which is predominantly men, It's maybe sort of dating related. That's more society related.
Yeah.
Predominantly men, really bad. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be following IG thoughts. You shouldn't be like doing all this shit. Men should not be doing that.
I agree. I actually don't have an opinion whether or not who's worse for dating, men or women. I don't really, that's not, I think it's an equal thing. That's not really where my criticism is. So I'm in agreement with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a super chat here from Lucas. I'll just do the first one. Yeah. Oh, my bad. So let me get this straight. You find the dolls objectionable because they sexually objectify women, but you see no issue with the real-life OF workers who doubtlessly you believe do not sexually objectify women. Please indulge me and fit the square in that circle. Are you, since you're a feminist, are you pro or anti-S work?
Sports.
I think women should do what they can to get through life the same as everybody else. Whatever you can do to get through life, do it.
Right, but so there's two conflicting feminist theories on this. There's like the pro S work feminist and the anti S work feminist. Where do you land?
I think it'd be better if it was on an even footing, that there was as much male can I say prostitution? As much male prostitution
your
as female.
argument is
Everyone
it'd be fine if everyone was doing it. Yeah.
When's the last time have you purchased a male prostitute?
No, because they're not generally something that is available.
I mean, they're less available, but you could probably find them.
They're usually for men.
What's your rate? How much you charge, Nick? Just kidding. Don't answer that.
So you think everybody should be a sex worker?
If he's selling, I'm buying. What?
Oh wow.
Everybody
Okay,
should be a
Nick.
sex worker?
Oh.
So you think everybody should be a sex worker? And
I would have less of a problem with it if it wasn't exclusively a female field.
This is why the
Men
West
can
is
do it too.
failing.
But the purchaser is other men.
Nick, what's your rate?
No comment.
Hey, Nick,
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
10 mil?
No, I can't sell my soul.
How many bitcoins?
See, this is,
Okay.
you hear what he just said? I can't sell my soul. So why is it okay when women do it?